All right, what to do, everybody? Welcome back to the final drive and welcome back to our Wyoming Cowboys Dynasty. Last week, we had to go back and play Colorado, our old team that we was with last year as offensive coordinator before we got the only head coaching job that came across our table with the Wyoming Cowboys. And it would felt surreal going back and being able to go into that game and see some of the old players get that old feel, but most importantly, go in there and take care of business and beat Colorado. And we did just that. The game came down to the wire. We won 33-30. What an amazing game. And a quick recap here. We went in there, we took care of business. I mean, they had more total offense than us for sure. And they dominated the ground, but we did our thing when it came to passing and just converting when we needed to convert on fourth down and 2-point conversions that definitely helped us in the game. We did have 3 turnovers by Caden Anderson, but it wasn't enough to make sure that we lost that game. So with that, we got to make sure that we elect the top performer of the week. And for me, the top performer of the week have to go to Ishmael. I mean, he had another stellar game. 7 receptions, 107 yards receiving, and 3 touchdowns. He torched that Colorado defense. And that is the reason why I am naming him Cowboy of the Week. So let's go ahead and get him together and spin the wheel and see what rewards that he gets awarded to him. Now, if you don't remember, Ishmael CC was one of the big players that we brought in through the transfer portal that wanted to come in, and it paid off so far. I mean, we snuck him from Arkansas, if you can remember as well. And if we take a look at what he played all 12 games with Arkansas, he only had 4 receptions, 61 yards that year. And just in 4 games played, he eclipsed that. And he is becoming the primary target on this offense. So I know he's kind of happy he did a transfer here because he cares about playing time and we're giving it to him full force. All right. So let's get the wheel together and decide what we are going to do or what what awards he's going to get for being top player or Cowboy of the Week. All right. He got coach's praise. So that pretty much means there's nothing physical or anything changing his attributes, his gear, or anything. He just gets the coach's praise of pretty much what I've been doing. Great job, great game, great job being a leader on this team and doing what he's supposed to do. And kudos to him that we couldn't have won that game without him. All right, now it's time to elect that Cowpoke of the Week. Now, I am thinking about changing that name because Cowpoke is not necessarily bad, but we need a better name for a bottom performer or a low performer of the week that we're going to select. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring out the wheel and we're going to let the wheel decide what position we're going to go after. And then from there, we're going to select the player that we're going to get that we're going to say is the bottom performer of the week for the team. All right, so since it landed on tight end, we know our starting tight ends is Landon Pace and Charlie Schuler. Those are the 2 guys that's in the game that we want to make sure to double check and see what their stats was throughout this game. So let's take a look. And as you can see, Landon Pace didn't have not 1 reception, no receiving yards or anything when it came in that game. At least Charlie Schuler did have 2 receptions. So we're going to go ahead and have to give Landon Pace that bottom performer of the week. Now, Landon, he's just facing some freshman woes right now. I mean, this is his first game within the Cowboys culture, especially under my head coaching. And I think I have high hopes for him. I mean, it has been times where he didn't came up with some big catches. It's a physical route runner, 6'3", 221. So we are going to want to see more of him. But outside of that, he is the bottom performer of the week. So let's go ahead and see what that penalty would be for him. And there you got it. Fool me once. Now, one thing about Coach Chill Chilla, he has a lot of grace because he's given out fool me once a coach's grace quite a bit to these players over the last couple of weeks. So they're getting lucky. So with that being said, Landon, we get it. You're a freshman. We just need you to step up a little bit. So now with that being said, let's focus on our next opponent, the Washington State Cougars. So now this is our first division game in the Mountain West Conference. And it's time to go ahead and see what this team is able to do by going against a conference foe and be able to mark our stake in that we're trying to get to the Pac-12. And if we get to the Pac-12, then that gives us more conference prestige, better teams to play, and a chance to make it to the college football playoffs. So let's take a look here at what we did with Washington State. They have a pretty nice quarterback here. He's a senior, 6'2", 210, and Connor Harrell. Got a little speed on him, so we definitely got to watch that. We got to watch for the option with this team. They have some fairly decent running backs. They have Leo Pulaski, more of a elusive bruiser, 216, bigger guy. And then they have Maxwell Woods, more of a lighter guy, east to west playmaker that we have to worry about. Receiver wise, it's nothing really to phone home here about, but we might have to watch Devin Ellison. He looked like he's their primary guy. Let's take a look and see what his season's been looking like. So 14 receptions, 137 yards. So he's not really dominating the NCAA right now. So it's something that our team should be able to handle. Same way with the tight ends. Offensive line is a little bit shaky, so we should have success getting to the quarterback with our guys, especially in previous games what we've been able to do. So I want to see if we can continue that. If you go over to the defensive side, now we're looking at Malachi. Malachi is a sophomore edge player, 78 overall, pocket disruptor. Look like he's going to be there for another couple of years and could be a beast with them. So somebody we have to watch out for. But look like their main impact player that they enjoy is Isaac Terrell. Isaac Terrell, 249 power rusher as well. So we definitely got to make sure we keep an eye on him because our line is shaky as well. Something we definitely got to build up in the recruiting phase, but someone that we should be able to take care of throughout this game and keep an eye on and keep Caden Anderson off the ground. DTs is all right. Nothing really going on here at linebacker, cornerback, or safety. So that's the Washington State Cougars that we're about to deal with. So let's go ahead and jump into the game.
Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find.
All right, y'all, here we go. Wyoming versus Washington State. Now, we done played them 3 times within the series history. Going back to 2015, Washington State is up 2-1 in this series where we played them those 3 times. The very last time we played them was last year, and we won in a close game, 15-14. So it's time to tie that series up and try to get 2-2 this game, y'all. So remember the impact players we got to watch out for. They got Harold here at quarterback, a little speedster. It can do the option. His option is Ellison. And then we have to watch Terrell on the edge here for he's going to be the one going after our quarterback, Caden Anderson. And here's Caden Anderson here. He's struggling a little bit this year, but it's a couple of games he done brought us through. So let's see if he can continue that streak and do what he needs to do to get us through in this game. Here we go, 1st and 10. Got a little motion for Ishmael here. All right. And pass completed to Landon Pace, tight end here. All right, 2nd and 7, y'all. Another quick pass by Caden Anderson. And that's what we're going to need to see. We're going to need to see that ball get out a little bit quicker because on that 1st down play, we saw Ishmael wide open and he almost took a sack before he got it over the Pace.
Anderson will throw. Gets it out quickly.
Okay, the defense is giving us a little bit of cushion here, and Anderson is taking advantage of it. That's what I like to see. Let's keep the game simple. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Caden with the fake option. Now, that is uncharacteristic from Caden. Don't know where that play came from. I'm glad he held on to it. Okay, another RPO. That was to Farrakhan. Got a few yards there. 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
And he launched that one. He launched it in just about double coverage. He had confidence in it. I did like the pocket didn't break down on that, but we got to find some better plays to, or Caden has to find better opportunities not to throw that ball down in double coverage. All right, and here he comes, Mr. Harold, to lead out the Washington State Cougars offense for the first time to go against Jack Harvey and our defense. Let's see what we can do here.
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really
Okay.
good. But you also need
First play was a run play, only a 3-yard gain. Good job by defense.
they're the leaders of the team, and they're the best player.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays.
Good job. The one thing I'm noticing is he has a lot of time in that pocket. We're going to have to do more to get more pressure on him. We cannot give him that much time in the pocket. Holding on the offense. Big penalty on them. And that make it 2nd and 15. And decide to run it. And great stuff. Great stuff. All right, 3rd and long. We going for a 3rd and out. Drop back, a little pressure coming. And wow, he threw it right up the seam and got his receiver for a big gain and a 1st down. Now inside draw. And a good stop. Our team haven't been too bad on the run. It's when the quarterback starts scrambling is when we struggle at times. The pressure probably was enough to make him do the overthrow. Now we down back in 3rd down territory. Harold drops back and launches it down the field. 1-on-1 and great defense. Looks like KT Seeley is over there, and he did a great job stopping Ellison from getting that bomb down the field. All right, here come Wyoming right back out for the 2nd series under Caden Anderson to see if we can get some points on the board. Another quick pass here. Tight end. And that was Landon Pace. Landon Pace got 2 catches. He will not want to be bottom performer of the week again. He took coach's grace to heart, and he's performing so far. Caden Anderson drops back. Another quick pass. Great tackle by the defense, but Landon Pace again for another catch. He's up to 3, y'all. He's starting to have a game. He's moving the chains. All right. Finally got a run in, but it did not get anywhere. It was stuffed, so that puts us at 3rd and 6. Let's see if we can convert. Ishmael CC is in motion. Caden drops back. And he caught Ishmael, but he was stopped before he got to the 1st down, and now we have to punt.
The kick is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big
All right, here we go. Harold is back out to lead that Washington State Cougars offense. And he threw a screen, and there he goes, down to the 40, to the 50. Oh, my goodness. We cannot give those type of plays up. He almost broke it for a touchdown. Our defense have to tighten up for sure. Let's see if we make some adjustments. Throws it across the middle, and a big overthrow from Harold. Now we 2nd and 10. 1:10 left in the 1st quarter. And Harold drops back and he launches it and another incomplete pass. All right, now we're 3rd and 10. We're going to see if we can try to close this drive out with a good defensive stop. Harold throws it. And incompletion. Good job breaking up that pass. And now they have to punt.
This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that.
All right, so as we close out the 1st quarter, we still 0-0. No one put any points on the board. So now it's time to spin the wheel to see what we're going to be running for the 2nd quarter. And there you have it. We're going to take control of the offense.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd.
All right, now Washington State has the ball back in the top of the 2nd quarter. And let's see what Harold got. All right, quick inside draw. Oh, nice juke. And he got himself a 1st down. Like I said, this is something that we're going to have to shore up with our defense for the Cowboys.
Red zone trip. To the air, it's Harold. Quickly complete.
Another quick throw and quick tackle by the Cowboys. Great job. And now we're in 2nd down territory. Another inside draw, but a great job to get up and get that stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, and there go Harold. He took off, but he didn't get the 1st down. He has to kick the field goal. And there we go. Kick is up. And it is good. The Cougars have now put the first points on the board for this game. All right, here we go. Time for us to control the offense and Caden Anderson and get down and get a score. He dropped back, rolling to the right. Nothing's open. Throws it away. Caden cannot be taking hits like that either. All right, 2nd down. And a complete overthrow. We're going to need Caden to be able to settle in to get these balls downfield. 3rd down and 10. He drops back. And look who's wide open. Landon Pace once again. He is having a game, folks. They gave us a 1st down. A little motion here by Jackson. Caden didn't like what he saw. He's bringing it back. Hikes the ball. And he launches the ball. And he got Ishmael CC down the right side of the field for a huge gain. Drop back, screen play, and it didn't work. That's one thing that we're going to have to figure out is those screen plays and those inside zones and find out if we can get some more yards with those. All right, here we go. 3rd down in the end zone, and it was a drop by Farrakhan, and we have to settle for a field goal to now make the score 3-3. All right, so now we're close to the 2-minute warning of the 2nd quarter, and let's see what Mr. Harold can do. Hands it off, and he is stopped. Great tackle by Jack Harvey. And now we're at the 2-minute part, and we're back at it. So let's see if we can stop Mr. Harold here. This is normally where these teams crank up, run no huddle, and they start killing us. And here we go. He finds his tight end, got him a 5-yard gain, and here we go. No huddle. Here's where we struggle, y'all. Okay, Harold drops back, hands it off, and he got him a 1st down. They still got 2 times outs, and it's 1:15 left in the 2nd quarter. This is why I want to see if we can get pressure on the quarterback. And the running back takes off, and that looks like about a 7-8 yard gain. And Jack Harvey is down, y'all. That might be a tough blow if we don't get him back in the game. Now 2nd and 2. They're marching down the field. We do not want to let them get in field goal range.
Got him!
Oh, and it's interception. Great job. Great job. That was our backup Mike linebacker, Steven Perez, sophomore out of Wilmington, California, to go ahead and get that interception. Big-time interception by him. All right, here we go. We got 45 seconds left on the clock until halftime. And let's see what Caden Anderson is going to cook up here. He drops back, and he throws a quick pass to Kelman or to Jackson. All right. That was a 4-yard gain. And then here we go again, making some adjustments at the line. He drops back. Ooh, man, good thing it wasn't intercepted. We got to find better ways to find these receivers open. Cougars are doing a good job showing blanket coverage so far. All right, 4th down, and we're going for it. 29 seconds left. Let's see if we can cook something up. 4th down. Oh, and Kelman was stopped. I wonder if he would have rolled around to that outside. He probably would have got it. All right, Cougars here. 23 seconds left. Let's see if they're going to try to get something down the field. Harold drops back. Yep, safe pass. We're going to go ahead and go into halftime. All right, it's time to see what we're going to run going into the 3rd quarter. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see. And it looks like it's going to be CPU versus CPU once again to kick off the 3rd quarter and see if we can finally get into that end zone versus it being a field goal game. These defenses are showing out so far, but I think we do have the stuff to kind of pull away in this game. I like what we saw. I think Caden do have to continue those short passes and open field and let his receivers work. He do have to continue to lead on Landon Pace. Landon Pace is having a pretty good game right now. And see if we can get something going. All right, here we go. We're kicking off for the 2nd half of the game. Okay, here come Harold. He's about to start us off here. Last time we saw him, he threw an interception to our guy Steven. And he tried to run an inside draw. Didn't work. That only got him 1-yard gain. And let's see if our defense is dialed in right now. This is what we need from them. Through an RPO. Oh, and 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches. So normally when this happens here, when you see the quarterback and the team line up, quarterback draw is coming. Let's see if we can stop him. And we didn't. He got through. 1st and 10. Great sneak by Harold there.
Defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that.
And finally, we got our first sack of the game, and not just a sack, a fumble and a recovery by our Mike linebacker Dash Bowman. Great job, fellas. That's 2 turnovers we got so far. That's going to be the difference maker in the game for sure. All right, let's see if we can capitalize on this. We had our 30. Farrakhan goes around, spin move. Ooh, that was nasty. And we're down at the goal line, y'all. Heck of a play call right then and there. We might finally be the first ones to get on the board, y'all. This is big. Let's see what Caden does. He drops back, and he is sacked. Great sack by the defense. They kind of knock us back. But it's 2nd down, and we still got a chance to get in this end zone. This is where I want to see what this team is made of. Caden drops back, and he launches it. And did he get in? No, he did not. But we back in square one. We're right at the goal line, 3rd down. This is where we're going to punch it in, y'all. And there's Kelman for the touchdown. First ones on the board today, getting inside the end zone. Great run by the Cowboys. Somehow, if we get this running game going the way that we need to get it going, especially with Tyrion and Jackson, we can be unstoppable almost. Well, I wouldn't say unstoppable because we still a subpar below 70 overall team. But I do believe that we can control the TOP in a lot of these games if we can get Tyrion and Jackson the ball. All right, now that we're the first ones on the board, scoring a touchdown 10-3. Cougars now going with the kickoff and good tackle. Now we see Harold be able to take the field. And let's see what they do now. All right. Play action. And Harold lofts it downfield. And he catches Freeman. And Freeman runs down for a touchdown. I mean, that's big. That's one of the players that I did fear. Tony Freeman, 96 speed, 5'8". When I looked at that team and we kind of scouted him a little bit, I knew he was going to be a problem if we let him get behind the defense. And he definitely did that.
He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch. Touch.
All right, it's time to see how Caden Anderson respond to that touchdown. I mean, that was a one-stop shop. So let's see how we respond. All right. Okay, Caden with the RPO. He kept it. Got him a good 9 yards. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Okay. Caden miking. Play fake. And Caden takes off. And a good slide. Good slide. Caden is playing a lot better than what he played last game against Colorado and those 3 interceptions he threw. Okay. Good stop by the Cougars. Great read by Caden. All right, 2nd down. Caden hands off to Terrian. And Terrian with a nice run. 9 yards, get him 3rd and 1. And here we go. It's time to convert. This is important. Another handoff. And it's stopped. And it's 4 and 3. And we're going for it. This is real risky right here. But I like the play call. And great run by Jackson. I didn't think that we had it in us, but Jackson went ahead and broke through, and this is what I was talking about with this running back group. If we can get them going, we can be tough to play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
All right. Nice screen. I would have loved to see him cut back in. He probably would have got more yards. But here we are, 3rd down. Let's see if we can make something happen. Caden drops back, launches it down the field to the end zone, and great pass break up by the Cougars. All right, y'all, we heading into the 4th quarter, 10-10, and let's see what we're going to run going into this last quarter. And we're running offense again. We're going to end the game with Caden Anderson, Terrian Carrion, and Isaac Sisse. And let's see if we can get something going. But here we go. Harold got the ball for the Cougars. And quarterback sneak. And it was not successful. 4th and inches. It looked like he got it. If I was Cougars, I'd definitely challenge it. But it's okay. They are punting the ball. And it's time for us to see if we can make something happen. All right, here we go. Caden Anderson is back on the field to lead these Cowboys down and see if we can get a touchdown. And here we go. All right, run. And there we go. We got Jackson. And Jackson is breaking away. He's down at the 40, close to the 30, and he's taken down. This is what I was talking about when I said if we can get our running backs going, we can be a dangerous team. And you kind of got a sample right there. Let me see. Caden didn't like what he saw. So we switching it up. And we got a flag. I'm not tripping. That's our first flag of the game. All right. And there's Terrian. And the running backs are taking over this drive right here, and that's what I like to see. He probably should have gave it to Terrian again, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and run it again. 3rd and 6. Let's see what Caden dials up here. And great pass. 1st down. And we're going to maybe see if we can take it up the middle here, moving pace over to get an extra blocker in. Caden hands off to Terrian, and quick move up the middle and close to a touchdown. We at the goal line, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. These running backs, if we can get them going, it's a wrap. And touchdown, Terrian Kelman. Just that fast, just like that. All right, Harold is about to bring the Cougars back on the field to see if they can capitalize and answer back to the touchdown that we just scored. And they start off with a nice little run, and we smother that. They did get a 6-yard gain, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get back to the drawing board. I don't know what you're pointing at, Harold, but we got that locked up over there. Harold with another inside run, and it is stuffed. All right, 3rd and 5. Here we go. Harold drops back, and he is sacked. Great job. Great job. And that was a big sack by Ciante Rubin, our DT.
That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll make the fair.
All right, now it's time to see if we can put this game out of reach and make it a 2-score game. So Caden here, shotgun formation, and he hands it off. And Kelman, with a great run, gets a first down. These running backs turning up this game. I love it. All right. Anderson moving an extra blocker. Didn't like what he see. Moved him back. And he's going to run it. And there's Jackson. Brian Jackson with a nice little run. 2 yards, but we'll take what we can get. Hands it off. And there's Kelman. And another great run by Kelman. These running backs are on fire this game against the Cougars. It's funny how we kind of spoke it in existence, how we wanted to see these running backs do what we've been missing for these past few games on this team, and they're opening up a whole nother level. And Jackson, great read, and he mustered down to about 8 or 9 yards, and it's nothing else to do but to run it again. And another good run by Jackson. And did he get the first down? Yes, he did. Right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're going to keep going with the run and the RPO. It seems like what's working for us. So we're going to keep going with it. And touchdown by Farrakhan. And that's what we needed to seal the deal for this game. All right, what a game. We won that one 24-10, and we saw some great things from our team, the Cowboys. We dominated. I wouldn't say we dominated on first downs, but we had 17 to their 13. Total offense was fairly close as well. We ran about 10 extra plays, but it wasn't what really separated us. Yes, we did great on the ground. We had 140 yards and 2 touchdowns, while they had 21 rushes for 54. But even passing was around about the same. So that's not really what separated us. What started separating us was around the fourth down conversion. What we did was we were able to convert one, but we was flawless in the red zone. When we got down in that red zone, the 4 times we went, we got 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and we only allowed the Cougars to get down in that red zone 1 time. That's what we need from our team. And not only that, we got 2 turnovers, 1 fumble loss and an interception. So when it comes to the ones who really did good this game, Caden, I mean, he wasn't as accurate, but the biggest thing, he didn't turn the ball over this game. That's what we got to be happy about, that he protected the ball, which helped us win. And we finally saw some production from our running backs. Brian Jackson, 10 carries, 75 yards, especially that 42-yarder that he broke. And Terry Kelman, he just did what he was supposed to do. Every carry that he got, he made the most of it. It got to get us where we needed to go and got us 2 touchdowns in the making. Isaac Sese, he only had 3 receptions, 59 yards, but we didn't require much for him because our running backs and our running game took the spot for that. But Landon Pace, after being bottom performer of the week last week, he stepped it up. He really listened to Coach Chill Chilla. He heard what the coach said. He said he was going to do better, and he came in with 5 receptions and 47 yards. Some big receptions from Farrakhan Jr. And he got him a touchdown that really bolstered this offense. So great job. Rex Johnson, our right guard, senior, 6'5", 309 pounds from Iowa, 11 pancakes. I mean, they was throwing this Cougar defense around and protecting Caden, and that's what I like to see. And defense did a great job. Jack Harvey was a little bit quiet. He did go out for an injury, but I noticed that he came back in. But our other guys, they stepped up and helped us seal the win. So just a quick look at the schedule of what's coming up. we got San Diego State that's coming up, and we got to go to San Diego State to play them another Mountain West Division game that we got to play. Then after that, then we go and we face San Jose State, another division game, and then we'll go and face Arizona. There's nothing really on our schedule that's really got us shaking in our boots. I think we can come out fairly well against these teams and have a better schedule than what's predicted. I want to win at least 7 games out of all of these. Right now we're 3 games in, or 3 games won. We need 4 more, and if we overachieve that, I love it. And then if we can get to a conference championship, that's even better. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and check out the conference. So here you see we're in the Pac-12, and not in the Pac-12. We're gonna get there eventually, but in the Mountain West Conference, UNLV is up there. They're 1-0 in the conference. San Diego State is 1-0 in the conference, as well as us. As far as overall, I see Stanford there, Nevada, San Jose. And you gotta remember, Stanford is one of those that got moved from the Pac-12 based off our realignment rules. They didn't do so hot, and they got a lot of controversy over there. I mean, the coach was fired just for some controversy over there, whether he did or didn't do it. An intern, Frank Wright, is there. We had Andrew Luck come out and be the GM of the with Stanford, so they're trying to rebuild that program as well. They should have offered me a job, they didn't, so Wyoming got to go take care of business. So when it comes down to it, with our division of Rocky Ridge, us and UNLV are in the same division, so we got to watch out for them. But I do have a feeling that we can get to that Mountain West Conference Championship. They're not too much better than us. They're 64 overall. We're 65. Nevada's a 66. The only one that's in this division that shouldn't be there but got demoted as well because of their bad play last year is Arizona. So them the only ones we might have to watch out for, but for the most part, I have a feeling we can win this division. On the Pacific Ridge side, of course, Stanford, we just talked about them. They have Hawaii, San Jose, but it's no one over there really that stands out outside of Stanford, trying to make it back into the Pac-12. And if you new here, I did a conference realignment for all the conference and the Power 5 schools. Right now we're in the lower 5 and we're in the Mountain West. If we can win the division and someone in the Pac-12 division wins 3 games or less and get demoted down, we can take that spot and move up into the Pac-12. The reason why this is important is because conference prestige. Not only conference prestige, but you want to be able to have better opponents, better competition for a chance to play in the college football playoffs and get a national championship. If you look at Mountain West, playing these teams get us nothing. We can probably go undefeated, but it's not enough to get us where we need to go. But if we move up in the Pac-12, playing teams like Arizona State, Oregon, UCLA, USC, Colorado, who we beat, even a Boise State, those teams get us recognized nationally and get us covered nationally versus semi-regional games or games that's not even covered. That's the whole point of teams wanting to stay in the Power 5 and teams that's in the lower 5 wanting to move to the lower 5 conference. And if you want to see a little bit more about those realignments, I will link my conference realignment video down in the comments so you can check it out and get more details on that. All right, last, we're gonna check out a little bit of recruiting here. So for the recruiting, Amani here, we've been looking at him. So reason why we going after 5-star, you would say a school like yours, coach, why are you going after these 5 stars? The only reason why is because no one was offering him. Now this week, you notice Tennessee sent him an offer. We're in trouble. Our interest bar is still at the top. We're still in his top 8. If Ohio State, USC, TCU, and all these other teams get involved, we're gonna have to drop out and save the points. But right now, we was banking on, hey, we're the only team that's offering and looking at you. You were number 1 on your interest list. Let's make it happen. But Tennessee has moved up in the conversation, so we got to be careful. And it's in the pipeline, so they have an advantage there. So we might end up having to pull out after this week, just to see what the interest look like as he get ready to choose his top 5. Same thing with Junior Duff. Junior Duff, you notice he has no offers. We're going in for him. We're trying to bring him in before anybody else offer him. And notice it's a 4-star running back moving around out there. Our playing style, Ruben Yates, of course, he's not with it. So he has a deal breaker. I'm gonna keep him on the board for now because we might be able to get the receptions as a physical route runner. I believe it's 39 receptions that's needed with the wide receivers for him to for it to change the playing style for us to be able to grab him. So I'm gonna keep him on the board for now. We have Jaleel Linder. He's up there. We're going to keep him on the board. He has no offer. So most of these guys, they have no offer. We have 40 points to burn. I'm going to go ahead and put nope, let's take that back. Let's contact friends and family. Let's keep showing Jose Moody that we're interested just in case. And same way here, Ryan Ornstein, this dual threat quarterback. We do have quarterbacks of our own, but it's good to bring somebody else in just in case. Nothing wrong with a little healthy competition. And I want to just go ahead and let's just do DM player and search social media just so we can max out our points. And also, if you notice, we had Tanner Overhauser here, and teams are offering him now. So we are in the thick of it. Teams are offering him. Rice, Washington State, who we just beat, and Arizona is offering him a contract. So we have to keep an eye on that. And that is it so far. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to move on to the next week. All right, and there you see it, y'all. We have to face San Diego State Aztecs for the next divisional game. They're 2-2, 1-0 in the division. It's gonna be a big game. We're looking forward to it, and we got to continue to keep that win streak going and keep doing what we're doing as we turn this Wyoming Cowboys dynasty around. So other than that, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for chilling with the final drive. Until next time, salute.